Hi guys. So in this video we are going to discuss the sample questions given in the exam preparation guide for Tableau Desktop Qualified Associate Certification. You can download the file from this link. So the first question is to connect to multiple tables in a single source at one time. So what must be specified? Let me connect to the sample superstore data source. So in this data source I have multiple tables like orders, people, returns. So to connect to multiple tables from the single source, we are going to define joins. So this is applicable till 2020.1. So after 2020.2, we have the new feature called relationships. So answer to the first question is joins are specified to load data from multiple tables. So the next question is Tableau can create worksheet specific filters. Yes, it is true. Let me drag reason field to the filter shelf and select filter options. For now I'm selecting all. So this can be applied to the specific only to this worksheet, or if you have multiple sheets in the same workbook, you can choose selected workbooks option and then apply to the desired worksheet. The next question is what does the box in a box plot represent? So let's create a box plot. Take the reason to the columns, sales to the rows, and customer ID to the color. So from show me options we will select a box and whisker plot. So now we have the box and whisker plot here. So if you see this is the box is representing the some range of values. Answer to this question is range of middle half of the data points. The next question is what is the percentage of total sales for the home office customer segment in July of 2012? If you are not familiar with the data source, it is very important to identify the dimensions and measures from the question. So let me highlight the dimensions and measures. So here we need the customer segment field and sales and also the date field. Let me drag customer segment and choose order date. We are going to select month and year July 2012. Okay, so we need percentage of total sales. Go to the quick table calculation and choose percentage of total. So the home office sales percentage is 23.97. The next question is find the top 10 product names by sales within each region. Which product is ranked #2 in both the central and west regions in 2011? So let's highlight the measures and the dimensions first. So these are the key things to know from the question. So first we need the data for 2011. So take the order date into the filter shelf and select 2011. Next drag region to the filter and choose central and west. Next drag region to the rows and sales to the text. Product name to the rows next to the region. Add all members. So in this method we are going to select region and central. Drag the region to the rows again and write the index. Convert it to discrete. Let me edit the table calculation and change the addressing and partitioning fields. So choose product name and unselect region. You can also achieve the result using rank function instead of index. The answer to this question is Sharp AL1530CS digital copier product. The next question is in the technology product category, which unprofitable state is surrounded by only profitable states? To answer this question, we need product category field, state field, and we are going to create a calculation to identify it is profitable or not. So look for the product category field, drag to the filter shelf and select technology. And then drag state or province to the detail. Double click to see the map. So if the profit is greater than 0, then we can say the state is profitable. So write the condition sum of profit greater than 0. So if it's greater than 0, the state is profitable. So, I have added profit to the labels and state name to the label. With the help of a highlight option, we will identify the unprofitable state that is surrounded by only profitable states. So instead of looking at all the states, we will take these options given in the question and then search here. So this is the unprofitable state and it is surrounded by the profitable states. So the answer is A, option A. The next question is if 2013 sales numbers were expected to increase by 50% in the following year, so what would be the total estimated sales for the customer segment in 2014? So we need here sales and segment field and the date field. Let me take the customer segment and filter to consumer as we need only the consumer segment. Drag order date to the filter and choose 2013 as we are going to get the numbers for 2013 sales. And then drag sales to the text and now create a calculated field. Sales 2014 expected. So the question is to identify what would be the sales if the sales is increased by 15%, 50% in the 2013. So here I'm adding 50% of value, value, current 2013 sales value plus 50% of 2013. So this is just a simple calculation that we are going to find the 50% increase. Drag this calculation to the text to see the value. So it is 1816,000 around. The next question is in which reason do all product categories fall beneath the overall average profit percentage? So here we need the region field and the product category field and we are going to calculate average profit. Drag region to the rows and product category. Next we need to find the overall average value, overall average profit. So I'm drag and drop the profit to the columns and take the reference line and take it to entire table. So choose average and label value. So we have the average there already. So just to differentiate, I'm filling above. So we can now we have the overall average value, and we can identify the products that is coming beneath the overall average value. If you observe here, all the product categories coming under south region are beneath the overall average value. The next question is, which product subcategory has a shipping cost to sales ratio above 3%? So we need subcategory field and a shipping cost to sales ratio. So first let me drag product subcategory field to the rows, and then shipping cost divided by sales, sum of sales. So this one will give the ratio. Convert the format of this value to the percentage. So sort the data. We have, let's change the number format and add decimal value. So if you see, paper is having around 3.5 percentage. So next question is, find the customer with the lowest overall profit. What is the profit ratio? So we need customer field and profit field, and then we'll calculate profit ratio. Drag customer name to the rows, and drag profit to the columns, and sort the data in ascending order. So now we can find the customer with lowest profit. So sum of profit divided by sum of sales gives the profit ratio. Then change the format of the value to percentage. So the next question is, determine which state in the central region has the highest distribution of profits using interquartile ranges. So we need the state field and the region field and profit. So using box and whisker plot, we can get the interquartile ranges. Drag state or province field to the rows and region to the filter to choose central region only. Next, drag profit to the columns, and then choose box and whisker plot from show me. So to see the distribution, we are going to disaggregate the measures. Go over each state and see the lower and upper whisker values. South Dakota state is having highest distribution of value. So the next question is, look at the sum of profits for each product subcategory. Which subcategory is $31,609 below the average profit across all categories? So from this question we need a profit measure, product subcategory, and subcategory field. Drag product category to the rows, and profit to the columns. Click on the Analytics tab and drag the reference line. Choose table here. Choose average and the label value and click OK. Now we have the average overall profit value. So it's 77,000 around. So now let's subtract this average value from the sum of profit to find the subcategory, which is dollar 331,069 below the average value. So the answer is envelopes. Let's see the another way to find answers for this question. Drag product subcategory to the rows and drag profit to the text. Create new calculated field. Window average sum of profit. I'm just giving the name as overall average profit. Create a new calculation to subtract overall average from sum of profit. The approach to get the solution for this question is same, but in here in this method we used Windows functions to get the overall average value. So the next question is, what percentage of total profits do the top 10 customers by sales represent? So let's create a set of top 10 customers by sales. Rename the set as top 10 customers by sales and drag this set to the rows. Set we have created based on the sales, but the calculation we need to find based on the profit, as we need to find out percentage of total of profit. So let's drag and drop profit onto the text and apply the quick table calculation to find the percentage of total. So the answer is 5.03%. The next question is, what was the moving average of sales in June of 2012, including 6 months prior and 6 months after? Drag order date to the columns and choose month. So we need to find out moving average of sales. Let me take the sales field and drag to the rows and change the calculation to get the moving average. So we will use quick table calculations to find the moving average. So the calculation should take into consideration as 6 months prior and 6 months after. So right click on sum of sales and choose edit table calculation. Expand the second drop down and choose previous value 6 and next value 6, so that the aggregation is based on the previous 6 values and the next 6 values. Now show the mark labels. Find the value for June 2002. Let me read out this question. So create a histogram showing the number of sales using sales bin of 1000. So we need to create a bin and then create a histogram showing the sales, and the bin size would be $1000. So the question here is, which bins have profit ratio more than 25%? To create bins, right click on the sales and go to create and choose bins. Here we can select the size of the bins, enter 1000 and click OK. So we need to get the count of sales. Then we need to find profit ratio. So sum of profit divided by sum of sales gives the profit ratio. Right click and change the format to percentage. Okay, now we have the percentage. Drag this calculation to the filter and select at least, so 25%. So 0.25 would be the 25%. So these are the bins having more than 25%.